Hey there, how's everybody doing today? Christmas has already passed, so I guess this is still belated happy holidays and New Year's. I hope everybody has been having a good December, staying warm, staying safe. Um, I didn't do a lot of cars this month, um, but got a new phone. So this is the new video with the new phone, and my old phone, the speaker died on it, so I lost all sound on it, so I couldn't really use it for much anymore. And so I got this new one, and it's taken some pretty good photos. I'm really happy with it. And so anyway, wanted to go ahead and show what I've got here, and I got this 33 Ford. This is for my, a lot of these are for my Maxxine teams. Maxxine likes to slide around and do a lot of drifting and stuff. So this one's got a front-mounted machine gun and side-mounted machine guns. So, as it slides, you can shoot that way, you shoot that way, shoot that way. So it's got a lot of different angles to it. I've been calling it the boar, but I don't know. I don't know what I might call it. I might change the name to it. Because originally I was going to call it the bull because it had the like a bullhorn kind of look to it. But I kind of picked the colors randomly, and it ended up looking like the Phoenix Suns NBA team. So I don't know. I like how it looked. I like the orange and the purple. So, and yeah, this car here. This is a Mercedes CLK Le Mans car, and it's got a flamethrower that I made out of a dark Eldar disintegrator, and I had 3D printed a flamethrower, but it didn't print very well, so I recycled it. So yeah, I think if you're using this car in Gaslands, you should get a bonus audience vote for flip checks, because this car here it's famous for going down that Le Mans backstretch and then just going whoop. So that's kind of what I did with it. I just thought this would be kind of cool to have a Le Mans prototype and flamethrower. Again, it's good for Maxxine teams because they're with the pursuit perks. They're good at putting hazards on people. So, Order of the Inferno is more the flamethrower team, but Maxxine can do it too, and having the turret allows you to basically slide and set yourself up without losing your shots. So it's a pricey option, but it's a good option. And we got this Porsche 917. I'm still experimenting with yellow, trying to make yellow look good. Yellow and white is still kind of the bane of my existence, because it always goes on too thick. No matter what I do. I did a pink base coat, and that's helped some, but still not perfect. But I did do this weathering. I took some speed paint yellow and went over it, and it kind of gave it this like a grungy look to it, and I was really happy with that. And then I took a thin down wash of brown and black inks and mixed that together, and then kind of did a smudge job on some spots, and I think it came out pretty good. It looks like something that came out of a museum somewhere and has been in a few races. I kind of wanted to make it look like in the book there is a yellow car, in the rule book of Gaslands there's a yellow car with the word, I think, grips written on the side of it, and I kind of wanted this to look like it's that teammate, and I got these 40K decals, and that comes from one of the Titan kits. I don't own a Titan, but I do have the decal sheets because I like the imagery. And I wish I did have a Titan, but that's a different story and a different game. So yeah, this one's got front-mounted machine guns and rear-mounted heavy machine gun. And it was a Sharkin catapult, but it's I like the idea of this thing being like an experimental kind of machine gun that just, you know, sends out slivers of little bullets at people. Probably more of a Miyazaki thing, but I still kind of like it. And then you got this guy here. This Fairlane Galaxy. Well, it's a Galaxy, not a Fairlane. But it's got side-mounted napalm dispensers made out of Dark Eldar pistols and other flamethrower parts that failed. I had a whole flamethrower print, like the whole build plate had flamethrowers on it, and nothing really came out well. I think I need to change my FEP. But I don't know. It could be a million things. But anyway, got a good year. It's written on them, and you got the grabber. Maxxine is one of the few teams out there that does not like to be rammed, does not like ramming. They do not like other cars really being around them unless it's their teammates, because they generate audience votes by spinning and sliding near their teammates without collisions. So the grabber is actually a surprisingly decent weapon for them, because when you get close to a target, you can grab it and then you can move it out of the way. So like, you know, if this, you know, is a buggy and this is a medium car, you come up here and it's like, okay, you know, this is my teammate and he's got to make a left-hand turn and he's going to bang into them. So, you know, when this car here activates, I can go for the grab, toss this guy over here. Now, that activation, that vehicle's done. So then this vehicle, you know, he activates and he makes his turn safely. So that's the strategy behind that. And I got this redneck hunter here with a shotgun, and then he's paired up with this beefy anarchist punk. I figured it'd be kind of a funny team up with kind of like a straight edge hillbilly, you know, and you know, punk rock guy. But I thought that'd be kind of cool, and so I got that, and got this Dodge custom van, and this is technically what they call a thumper, but I'm using it as a wall of amps, and I got these. These are just plain stickers. They came out of a McDonald's kit for Skylanders car things. I don't know the games, so I saw the buzzsaw stickers, and I was like, yeah, I can use those. That's a little thick. You know, I wouldn't enter this in a contest, but it's I like how the colors played out, the red and the purple and everything. That looks good. And I'm using, like I said, I'm using this as a wall of amps. Again, with a Maxxine team, I normally don't really use trucks, but having a truck with a wall of amps helps control the hazards. And Maxxine's really bad for pulling up a lot of hazards, since they do a lot of spins and slides and stuff like that. So it's a good support weapon. So yeah, I imagine this thing is blaring techno and heavy beats and sliding around too. And you got 3 people in here. It's kind of hard to see the guy on the left, but he's actually got a Cylon helmet on. So, you know, I was kind of trying to do the 2 DJs. Oh, great! Now their name's escaping me. And Daft Punk. I was trying to do Daft Punk, and so then I got this one here. This got a little werewolf skull. This is from my Glasswalkers team. So, and I call this the flea. but it's actually not a Hot Wheels or a Matchbox or anything. It's actually a model kit, 1/72nd scale model kit, and the scale's all right to Matchbox cars. It's a little small, but I decided, like I said, to call it the Flea because it's so small, and you know, it's bouncy. Got a guy with Molotovs, and I changed out the tiny, very, very tiny machine gun that was on this kit for one that's a little bit bigger, and got a 3D printed girl here, and she's a redhead, so you know, not to piss her off. And then we got this one here, and this one is Cobra, and it's I like this one here. This one was, again, I printed out the girls, and this one here didn't print very well. It was a figure called Mortar Mandy, but the arms didn't print very well. So the arms are from other 1/72nd kits that got cannibalized, and then I green stuffed her hair to give her that kind of caught in the wind flow, and so. Yeah, it's a snake motif with this car. It's got the little. Let's see if we can get see here. You can get to see it. Get these little high elf things on it, and they're little hearts. So, you know, there's Cobra, and these are. I mean, these came off an Apache gunship. They're supposed to be rocket pods, but they're so small that I'm using these as caltrop droppers. I imagine that they're just a big tube full of nails and sharp objects, and they just fall out and get under people's tires. But the primary weapon of this thing is this big-ass mortar. So, you know, they're dancing in the car and tossing mortar shells in, and then this thing's going boom, you know, and then it slides, spin, take off, you know. But I really haven't had a name for it yet, just because it's, like I said, it's been like, you know, Cobra. But, let's see here. Again, trying to hold this one-handed is kind of annoying, but let's see here. I can get this hood open for you. The hood does open, so, but it's very, very annoying to get right. So, let's see here. Try to keep my fingers out of the damn camera here. Gotta do this pick here. Nope, that's not gonna work. You'll have to trust me. Let's see here. Let me look at all these other cars for a second. That's my car of the month, and we'll talk about it here in just a second, because I do want to show this, and because if you're a Hot Wheels collector, you'll know something about this particular car. I think you'll probably hate me for Gaslandsing it, but wow, it is stuck. How the heck did it get so stuck? Ah, there we go. All right, there we go. There we go. Now you can see I did detail out the engine. And that is the 427 Cobra. Yeah. So, yeah, that's... I'll have to figure out why it's being so stiff, but it's probably something I painted that I shouldn't have painted. But, so, yeah. And this is the last piece. This is the car of the month. It is... The theme for December was the Dakar Rally, because they're tired of... And the Gaslands UK group is that they're tired of doing snow and ice on December. And I can't blame them. I like snow and I like ice, but I don't like driving on them. I like taking photos of them from my porch. But, so yeah, the Dakar Rally. Wanted to make this made out of a Lancia Stratos. This is a buggy with rockets. And, I really like how this one turned out. It really turned out well. These are wheels I 3D printed myself. And This light bar came off of a Zuru Cadet, and then it's chains, Zuru Defender tank. There's some 40K pieces in here to make it look like it's been lived in. And then I got the exhaust burn, which after I weathered it kind of faded a bit, but that's fine. That's number 44. I have some 1/48 scale NASCAR kits, and so I cannibalize the sponsor things. I'm actually really needing to get some real world NASCAR racing decals because I like using those for my Gaslands build. But the tie down straps are just string. Like you got the rocket pods, and back here you actually got a shovel. So if it gets stuck, you know, the crew's got a way of kind of digging themselves out of trouble. So I did a little bit of detail on the bottom here. And this was a lot of wash and dry brush, some light sand colors and stuff. And normally I put crew in my vehicles, but since this was a sealed car, I didn't do that. And I just painted the windshield. And then I did the dust feature and dry brushed it, and then I came back and wiped it off, kind of where the crew would be to see where they're going. And but anyway, I like how this one turned out. Yeah, this one turned out really well, I think. I like how the light blue and the orange work together because I wanted a brighter color car. And I still really want to get better at doing brighter colors for Gaslands. Because, you know, like I've said this before, but Mad Max is a huge inspiration for Gaslands. But it's also a lot of other post-apocalyptic stuff like, you know, Running Man and stuff. And those are, you know, blood sports. But they're brightly colored, made for TV blood sports. And Gaslands, I feel like that aesthetic is sometimes missing when doing these cars. So with Maxxine, I really wanted to make these cars bright and stand out, and I think I did that. I think I accomplished that well. Next month, I'm going to try and work on some more terrain, and get some more cars for the store ready. Not sure what I'll build yet for the store. But that should be fun. But the big thing is I really want to get some terrain, and I also want to do some flags and some exploding barrels and crates and things that are used in the game. I've got some zombies to paint up, and so I'm going to get those painted up next month, hopefully. And so January might be a little bit of a slower month for me. I've really only got about 2 vehicles in mind to build for myself. And, you know, right now my notebook says this for the next build. You know, so these are cars I've actually built for Michigan. So you can kind of get an idea of my madness. So yeah, these are what's not been built yet. So that's what I'm thinking about building. Plans do change though, so I'm kind of hoping that January car of the month has something to do with a bus. That way I can do the bus that I got planned. But if not, we'll see. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, and have a happy holidays. You know, enjoy them. And most importantly of all, be safe, especially this time of year. And take care.